So I got an interesting update, all right, on just the actual practical things that I'm doing in terms of lead generation and all the things that I'm working on. Is A while ago I actually called Miami cleaning companies. Now there's a lot of cleaning companies in Miami, and so for me to just try to generate some business and kind of see what I could help some business owners out there with, I decided to cold call a bunch of companies, and some of those happen to be cleaning companies in Miami. And the service I actually decided that I maybe could get somebody to pay me for was being able to do lead generation for them. Like this is something that's really out in need out there. Like a lot of, especially small service-based businesses, they really do need help, kind of getting leads, promoting their business, and creating demand out in the market for whatever they happen to be selling. And in this case, with cleaning companies, it's actually cleaning services. And this is a market, all right, that I had never interacted with. Um, I didn't even know that much about them. Like, okay, even cleaning services, I didn't really know what goes on. And what I found was that I learned a few things, all right, through this code calling journey. So with this particular market, I think I only called 40 to 50 companies max. That's how many I called. And I actually did get a couple of people that were kind of interested in getting help in one way or the other. And one of them didn't turn into anything. I kind of sent like a follow-up email. I never heard back from them, and that's completely okay because what they wanted was something a little bit different than really what I was trying to help out with. They wanted something a little bit more advanced, a little bit more involved in. I with my skill set and my knowledge, I could see like this was gonna be so much more difficult, and I wasn't really up to the task to be able to deliver that. But the other lead that was interested kind of turned into a trial client, and that's something that I actually managed to kind of get started with and start working on trying to get them some leads for their business, which is very interesting. So I've learned a lot in that process, but some of the things I learned was that obviously one, you gotta just make the cold calls. If you make the cold calls, you are gonna generate leads. So that's what I would say to any business owner from that experience is if you want leads today, an hour from today, I mean an hour from right now, then pull out a sheet of 100 leads. Now you might not be able to dial 100 leads in an hour. Okay, so pull out a sheet of 40 to 50 leads, small businesses or consumers, residential people in your area, and start dialing. If you're out in the field, then knock on 100 doors. Now you might not be able to do that much in an hour, so knock on 20 doors. Chances are good that you're gonna get at least one person that's interested. And even if all you do is just get a conversation with that person, you are making progress rather than sitting in the office complaining that, hey, nobody wants to buy. People are not buying the service right now. Like, get out there, make calls, knock on doors. You are gonna get interest, and eventually you are gonna get clients. So that was the first lesson. The second lesson is obviously that everyone is talking about, oh, there's a recession, the economy is really bad, and all these things. And I've said the same things myself. Economy is bad. There's a recession. But if you can do your own cold calling or your own cold outreach, your own lead generation, some businesses are actually gonna grow more this year and next year when there's supposedly a recession than they ever grew in the last 5 years when supposedly things were perfect. That's all I'm telling you. And that's gonna come down to their ability to generate leads. So that's what I would say, guys, is if you don't want a recession, if you want to thrive despite the recession, what you gotta do is you gotta dial up your lead generation to 11. To quote the great rock band Spinal Tap and their documentary is these amps go up to 11. They are more than 10. They go all the way up, all the way up to 11. And I'm telling you, that's what you gotta do with your lead generation. If you wanna thrive despite the recession, if you wanna be one of those businesses who has their best year in the recession and do well and better than in the last 5 years when things were perfect, uh, then what you gotta do is you gotta take the responsibility right now to dial up your lead generation all the way to 11. So that's all I got in this documentary series, and I'm gonna have more updates on kind of some of the things that I'm working on and doing, what I'm doing in terms of calling, and what I'm doing with the people that I'm working with, and how we're trying to get sales and things like that. That's all gonna be in the documentary series.